So I might just start with the amazing, great results that you guys have had already. So Lisa, you're here and you have used this challenge to get focused again, and you got a little heart, which means that you succeeded. And it's like, yes. And everybody, Lisa is in Diet No More. Woohoo! So she is in the new program. And then Christy said the same. It was good to get back on the right mindset. Christy is also in the new program. Jackie said she has no questions. Yes! Jackie says she has no questions, but I do have the following feedback. I have had one of those mornings. My kids were fighting before school and they all wanted food just as I was making my own breakfast. And I damaged our roller shutter due to the window being open. If this was last week, I would have just gone straight to the kids' lollies and eaten them. Today, I didn't. I said to myself, face your stuff. I got the kids out the door and to school. And after doing the other things I need to do today, I will look at it, fix the shutter, lots of deep breathing help. Oh my God, Jackie! Everybody celebrating Jackie. I am so happy, guys. Like, seriously, this really, like, it's amazing. I also have feedback from someone else that is in the challenge. Oh, Jackie is in Diet No More and taking advantage of the super early bird bonus. As you know, until tomorrow, you get a super early bird bonus, which is not only get the cheapest price I have ever sold my course for, right? Because End Emotional Eating was $200 dearer, right? So it's $797. One of the questions I got, it was, can I pay in installments? Yes, you can. Contact me directly, right? But we can have a chat about it. The one in the website is actually the full payment plan for the full price, right? Great. So Jackie is in. And I have someone else who is also in. I will let her tell you if she comes in. I just don't want to go in and out her. But she is in. And she said that my neighbors gave us a plate of homemade chocolate chip cookies and I haven't felt the need to have one. And that is unheard of for me. I'm not telling myself I can't. I just don't feel compelled. And that is huge. You see, when you decide that you're going to give yourself permission, what happens? Shift happens, right? Shit happens, shift happens. You know, I have Mr. Poop here. So Mr. Poop is here to remind you to get the poop out of your mind and into the toilet. There's no space for poo in your mind. Okay, so she also said that, you know, I'm not going to lie, I did take a bite of one of the cookies and even thought, nah, I don't really want that. And that was huge. Amazing. And of course, she also said, I know the program is about healing your relationship with food and weight loss may be a side effect, but I am down 1 pound since Monday. 1 pound is about 500 grams or so since Monday, and I haven't felt any deprivation at all. You see, so this anonymous person, who I'm not going to say who it is unless she comes in here and say, that's me, then she is in Diet No More as well. And you see how just by using this challenge, just by going on this challenge, taking action, right? Remember the 3 ingredients for change. Number 1, face your stuff, don't stuff your face. Number 2, take action. And number 3, focus on what you want and not what you don't want. So these are the 3 things that I want you really to take from this 3-day challenge, right? This 3-day challenge is going to be great for you to get yourself focused back, your mindset back. Okay, so I have some more questions here that were sent to me privately about the challenge. Yes, about the challenge, because not about, I was going to say end emotional eating. It's not about Diet No More. Okay, great. I just opened to see if there were any other things here. So if you're joining here, because I see there are 3 people, and I know Lisa and Jackie are on, but if you're joining, please say hello. Let's pump this up. It's a party. It's a celebration party today. So remembering, someone asked me, do I have to, go in front of the mirror now that I've done this challenge? Go in front of the mirror. How do you feel about affirmations? So affirmations can actually make you talk yourself out of it, just like Lisa just said. It could make you talk yourself out of it in the sense that you might not believe it yet, right? So I would invite you to see, what do you actually believe about yourself right now? Meaning, what are things you love about yourself right now? I'm not saying, oh, I love myself, my body is amazing. But if you don't feel it, it's not going to work, right? So I don't believe in affirmations, but I do believe in afformations, which is you asking questions. And I said throughout the challenge that your unconscious mind loves questions, right? So when you ask yourself, what can I love about myself today? What else can I enjoy about my body today? How else can I make this fun for me today? So this is probably going to give you the best bang for your mindset buck, really, if you go with that. Another thing, what is your trigger? So people were asking me privately, I don't know why, but it's okay. You want to ask me privately, you ask me privately. It's all good. I'm not going to out you here. So what is your trigger? How do I catch myself having those thoughts? So it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. When you start feeling like you're talking yourself out of something, or you're going, oh, I just could use a cookie, you can go and get the cookie. Or you can say, do I really want a cookie, or is there someone else? Even if you do go and get a cookie afterwards because you want the cookie, not because you're craving, right? Then at least you have weakened that autopilot, because your unconscious mind does things on autopilot, right? So as you're doing things on autopilot, it becomes a habit. So triggers are there to actually make you go. It's like what's an example of a trigger? You're driving by a McDonald's. I have a client who used to be like this. And she was driving by McDonald's, and as soon as she saw the McDonald's sign, the golden arches, she had to get in and get a frozen Coke. But as she got the frozen Coke, she also got chips with it, because you can't have frozen Coke without chips, right? So this is an example of a trigger. One trigger, visual trigger, which is the golden arch. It's like, oh, I really want a frozen Coke. Because you get conditioned to, okay, so every time I see that, this is going to happen. It is an unconscious thing, guys. Unconscious, okay? Don't try and start beating yourself up about it. Just get rid of that. Don't beat yourself up about it if this is you, because it's all about from now forward, right? The only thing that lives in the past is a museum. Museums live in the past. We live for the present and the future. Yes, this is a Brazilian saying that say the only people who live in the past are paleontologists or museum people. Anyway, they live in the past, right? Yes. So I digress completely, but feel free to say that's such a mom joke or a dad joke or whatever. It doesn't matter. So we look at the future. We look to the future. We look at now, where you're at now, and your now will change throughout your process. And yes, you can go off and do it on your own. I'm not saying join me because I'm the most amazing person and I am this and I know it all. No, that is exactly not what I'm saying. If you got that out of this challenge, then I'm sorry, I really didn't mean for that to happen. What I want you to do is empower you. You can do it on your own if you want. It is just faster and quicker if you join me, obviously, because I've already gone through what you're going through. So what else? Do a talk about fear foods. Yes. So fear foods, there's a really great person online that I follow, and she says fear foods is foods with emotional attachment and rules. And I love that. I didn't create that. I bet she created that. But, foods with emotional attachment and rules. We are definitely going to be going through that. Is a very big, broad subject to talk about it on a live call. I can definitely create another live video or do a specific, post on it if you guys would like me to talk about fear foods. But there are ways to deal with those foods that are your triggers, right? What else? How about if I am closer to the restrict cycle than the binge cycle? I've had someone contact me. She doesn't want to say who she is here, but she is underweight, and she doesn't feel good about it. And it's not that she restricts herself, but she just doesn't feel hungry. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but when people go on fasts, often they don't feel hungry, right? After a while, because you are dysregulating whatever conversation your mind is having with your body. So what you can start doing, right? If you are one of those people who are not feeling hungry, but need to, nourish your body. I'm not going to say gain weight because that's just, it's a personal choice. But if you are one of those people who want to go back to nourishing your body, or you're feeling like headaches and you're feeling all of these effects of undernourishing yourself, then you can just set times for you to start eating. I don't say that to the people who are closer to the binge side of the binge and restrict, yes. I want to bring you to the middle, which is like making peace with the food. But if you're close to the binge, that's not what I'm saying. But if you're close to the restrict cycle and you're not sure how to figure out what your hunger cues are, it is a great way to start eating like little bits, like every 3 hours or so that you can start training your body to when it would need food, or however it works for you. Like, I personally am not hungry before, say, 11 o'clock, right? But if I am, I'm going to eat, right? Some days I wake up and I go like, oh, I could, I'm making kids breakfast, and I kind of go like, I could really eat that. Then I ask myself, wow, my mouth is watering. Am I thinking of breakfast? Am I hungry? I just ate. No, I'm not hungry. Okay. I'm just talking about nice foods. So, when you're making breakfast for your kids, or you're making breakfast for your husband or whoever lives with you, then sometimes you might have that urge to eat whatever they're eating. Just, it is a process. You might not be hungry, but if you are, then eat. Right? The biggest antidote for your cravings is to have the food that you're craving. The biggest antidote for overeating that craving, because if you suppress that craving, what's going to happen? You are going to end up overeating afterwards, right? Restriction is a recipe for binge eating. I see Tiffany is on as well, and Tiffany is in the new program too. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so I have another question, right? I follow all of these influencers, and I go on YouTube, and I go on the YouTube rabbit hole, the person said. I go on the YouTube rabbit hole of what's good, of what's not. I really could do with a detox because I feel really foggy and, my head's foggy. Okay, the best way to do a detox, if you really, really want to do a detox, is not to buy a detox that is thousands of dollars, right? So the best way to do a detox is detox yourself from information. Stop going on YouTube. Have proper sleep. And maybe eat some more whole foods to allow your body to do its job naturally, because your body detoxes naturally. You don't need no purchases or shakes or stuff like that. And I just say that. I feel like the worst, because I used to, some of you know, I used to be an advocate for a network marketing company. I'm not anymore because, we grow. In 3 years, I've completely shifted my entire mindset. I wanted to take 3 years for you Just come to 8 weeks and we're done. But it is all about the layers of an onion. Of course, that this challenge has helped you. So if you stop going in the YouTube rabbit hole, start by yourself already, including some more nourishing foods, including some more whole foods, right? I don't know if you know of Whole30. Whole30 is a diet, but I have done the Whole30, and what I have learned from it is that my body works really well with whole foods and not as many, refined sugars and stuff like that. Do I still eat refined sugars? If I want to, yes. Yesterday, I took a photo and sent it to someone because I was watching the Brazilian version of Big Brother, and I literally asked my body, are you hungry? And my body was like, yes. I could feel that I was hungry. So I kept going around and going, do I want this? Do I want this? No. Guess what I actually wanted to eat? Pringles. So I'm like eating Pringles, watching like trash reality TV. And then I watched what's it called? The Bachelor, right? I love trash reality TV, guys. Anyway, so yes, stop going down the YouTube rabbit hole. If you want to detox from information. Okay, so Katie said that I can share. So Katie was the one that released the weight, that was saying that released the weight, and she was the one that was talking about, let me just tell her that we're on. Yes, jump on. I'm just telling her that we are on. And she also has joined up to Diet No More. So I'm going to be so excited. You guys are so awesome. It's going to be so good. Okay, so what else do I have here? Now it's about the program. So people want to know, one person wants to know, can I pay in installments? Yes, you can pay in installments. What if I can't make the calls? Again, if you want to pay in installments, message me directly and then we can sort something out. I want money to be the least of your worries when you're actually joining the challenge. It's all about you being present. It's all about you being in touch with what's happening with you and releasing that stress, right? What else? If I'm closer to the restrict on the cycle, can I join? Yes, it is all to do with your relationship with food. What if I can't make the calls? If you can't make the calls, then you have we are going to have like a spreadsheet where you're going to be able to write your questions. We are going to have one call Australian time, Tuesdays at midday. That is Monday night for the US folks. Monday night, about 5 p.m. Pacific time and about 8 p.m. Eastern time, right? So New York time. So that is where I'm going to actually give you the content for the week. We're going to have a little bit of coaching on that call. And then every Friday at midday, I'm going to jump live just like I'm doing here for half an hour to answer whatever questions you had throughout the week, right? So there are plenty of opportunities for you to either watch the recording, come to the live calls and get personalized coaching from me, right? And this is going to be very, very high touch, because it is a pilot round. And it is the first time I run this specific program because, as you know, my other program was called End Emotional Eating, and I ran that for 3 years, right? This program is actually an evolution of it. It is going to overlap a little bit, and, it's probably going to have a little bit of maybe 35 to 40% of overlap, but the focus is on on the inner wisdom, right? Let me see what else I have here, because I do know that I had. Yes, this is not for you if you are looking for another quick fix, because quick fixes don't work. So this is not for you if you are looking for another quick fix. What else? If you're looking for another fad diet, not for you. I can see some people are... Yes, Lisa. Lisa, yes, can you please email the team, or the team might have texted you, not DM'd you. It comes from Caroline, Power Team. Claire, my assistant, would have already texted you, I believe. If you've already texted her back, because you are in. But yes, you are in. So we are going to redefine how you relate to food and your body. What else? What else? What else? I don't think I have any more questions, people. Yeah, focus on why you're eating, not what. And I'm going to be holding your hand every step of the way. And, you know, you get absolutely, okay, check your others folder. Yes, Tiffany, so excited. Okay, so all of you guys in here are in. I love it. I actually only have 3 more spaces for the super early bird that ends tomorrow. Yes, so great, guys. So this has been it. If you guys want any other questions, please pop them down below. We will be covering a lot of the mindset. We will be covering the what as well, but that's only at the end. First, we focus on the inner. We reconnect with ourselves. We go to the root cause of what you need. And yeah, this is, reconnect with your own hunger in the hunger fullness scale. We are going to talk about that as well. And that's it. I am so excited for those of you who have decided to join me. And for those of you who haven't either, mine was in my others folder. It popped up when I went to message Caroline Power Team. Yes, there you go. So Lisa, if you can do that, because we are creating the list of people who are coming over from End Emotional Eating and want to do that as well. Okay. That's it, guys. So that is it for me. Thank you so much for joining me for these 4 days. I cannot wait to see you. Oh, in Messenger. Yes, in Messenger. Yes, sorry about that. So I cannot wait to see you inside the program. Do we have access to the group before we start? Would love accountability sooner. Yes, I'm creating the group and you guys are going to be added to it next week. I just want to make sure that Claire can get everything sorted in the group before I add everybody in, and then the group is not really set up. I know done is better than perfect. This is what I usually say as well, but you know, I will get you guys in by next week. You guys will be in by next week. I just need to get the group sorted. Thanks, everybody. It's been my absolute pleasure to go through this challenge with you, help you reconnect with whatever it is that is defining you right now, whatever it is that your relationship with food is like right now, even if you have shifted a little bit of your relationship with food. If this is not for you, if going forward in this journey with me is not for you, I would love you to still pay attention to your body's cues. Pay attention to why you're eating and not what you're eating, right? I still want you to realize that your body is where you live. You live in a body. You are not your body. You live in a body. So treat it with respect. Treat it right. You can be your best friend and you can be your worst friend, your worst enemy. So I think it's best for you to be your best friend, to be honest. But that's just me. Who would want to live in a house with their worst enemy? So like I said, catch those thoughts. And you can go back and do the hypnosis again if you would like to. But if you feel that going ahead in the journey is for you, send me a DM, send me a message. I'd love to chat. And always remember that health is not a size, it's a feeling. And I'll speak to you all soon. See you on the inside. Bye.